Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 11th of August, comes to you from London. And we start by just looking at the dollar, continuing its ascent and starting to break that level that we saw last month. So it's starting to look more and more bullish. The key thing is, can we go higher than the level we saw in March? That would give us the higher low and the higher high. That's what we're really looking for a long-term recovery in the dollar. Looking stronger. That means the euro is looking weaker. We're seeing that just sinking lower there. Against the dollar, against the Japanese yen, again dollar strength nudging this 111 mark, and that's normally a lead indicator for dollar strength. Sterling sitting at 138.19, sinking lower against the dollar as well. Longer term is still above the cloud, but the medium and short term charts are now bearish. This is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart, just remembering that's the long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market. Bitcoin is looking pretty strong, sitting at $46,000. Cryptocurrencies have had a good recovery. This is the weekly chart. Last few weeks really coming back off that low. So we found support. We've got targets to 82,000, 83,000. So that's looking like where we'll go. It's quite a long way higher from here, some 70, 80% higher. Looking at the S&P 500 index, we're up very slightly yesterday. Markets are quiet this time of year. The futures are down this morning. It does look like the market will open slightly lower. The VIX volatility is up by 1%. Nothing major to worry about on the fear index, but market short-term fearful. Looking at the FTSE future, we're up here this morning. The DAX in Germany is up 0.01%. Markets generally very quiet. Japan was up 1%. And if we look at Asia, the rest of Asia was fairly flat. The Aussie market up 0.3%. Look at the oil energy mix in a minute. But looking at soft commodities, we're falling a bit lower here as well. Gold, it's sitting at 1731, so it hasn't really recovered off these falls. So that's a bit of a bad week for gold. Silver sitting at 2335, and so we're lower there as well. US 10-year yield sitting at 1.37%. So quite a good recovery there off that low of 115. So we are seeing a bit of support being found on the cloud longer term. So that is looking like interest rates. The long-term picture is still one of rising. Crude oil back above $70, so that's a little bit of relief. Seem to have found support around the 67, 68 level. And we are just entering some bullish territory. These mini targets were met. The downside targets were met. Need to wait for the picture to emerge with the price action. Yes, nat gas sitting steady at 411. Coal broke $100 yesterday, so looking very strong there. Emissions are weaker this morning. We're just seeing the energy mix coming back a bit. Gas continues to rise. NBP up nearly 1%. TTF up 0.55%. Gas markets looking pretty strong globally. German power, we put out a report to clients yesterday, looking at where we go next. Up 0.5% this morning. That's a stellar rise when you look at the monthly chart on German power. So that's quite key. And we are seeing Nordic power just retracing some of the gains this morning, but nothing major to worry about there. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.